Hello, my name is Bob Anderson. I work at Pendle Heritage Centre. My main job is in the tourist information department, just helping visitors who come to visit the area, showing them places they'd like to go walking, driving, and pointing out all the beautiful and wonderful places we have in Pendle.
What, so it's not going outside or what? Right, well, you've got your spade?
Nice.
Hi, I'm Sue Knight. I'm chair of Barrowford Friends of the Park, Friends of the Memorial Park we should say really, because it is a memorial park. It was left to the people of Barrowford as a memorial after the First World War, and there's a sign at the front of the park that tells you all about the history. And we're a small but select group. We try to look after the park, parts that the council can't get around to doing. In this border we actually got a grant for, and we put quite a few plants in, but we're just replenishing those plants at the moment.
My name's Susan Sunderland. I'm secretary of the Friends of Barrowford Memorial Park, and today we're doing some planting here in the bed. We brought some Montbretia from our garden, which was spread too much, so we're hoping they'll bring some colour to the park.
Hello there, good afternoon. I'm Don Sunderland, Susan's husband, and I'm the chap that does all the hard work really, the other two Susans, just sort of potted about in the garden, but I have to do the heavy lifting and do exactly as I'm told. Or do you think that will split up?
Well, I think, no, it's a nice big bunch. I think it's back here on this part of the bed. I think it will just stand out beautifully, won't it? We can always split them up next year if they get too big.
Nope.
We've got a lot more stuff as a
Clear.
You don't have to keep buying more of it.
It was.
Yeah.
And we have a constant sort of discussion, Susan and I, as to what exactly an ornamental bed's meant to look like. And my approach is to make it look rural as if it's not meant to be ornamental.
Well,
you know?
yeah, I think that's sort of... So this bed here, we got a grant for this, as I said previously, and £500 grant, and we went and got the plants from a nursery that Pendle Council also use over near Skipton, and they very kindly brought the plants back for us and also contributed quite a lot, and also some labour, and so we've planted this long bed here and then the other one on the other side of the memorial garden, and they've obviously provided staff as well, which is great, and they've wood chipped it all as well, which is brilliant, keeps the weeds down. So we try to have a really good working relationship with Pendle Council Parks Department, because they're really, really helpful, and we try to work together, and it's a good cooperative project really.
This is the lake in Barrowford Memorial Park. This, in fact, years ago was the lodge for the mill. We'll be looking shortly at the mill board. We've had problems with algae and with, to be honest, too many people feeding the ducks with bread, so it sinks to the bottom. We've had lots of problems, but there's a big project on with trying to improve the quality of the water. We've had surveys done, and we're looking forward to making some progress with the lake. Fluttering in the breeze is the green flag. We're very proud of our green flag here in Barrowford. In fact, all the parks in Pendle have done extremely well with the Green Flag Award. I think it's now 8 years we've had it. The judges will be coming again this year. They should have been coming on June the 8th, but for obvious reasons the date has been changed. This is a board that we worked very much in conjunction with Pendle Council and most particularly with the Friends of Pendle Heritage to reflect the history of the park. There was a mill here many years ago, and as it says, from corn to cotton. The only bit remaining is this back wall, which we think was about here. It's hard to imagine a mill now where the swings are and the cottage as well, but this board tells you the history. But as I say, it's an excellent example of the Friends of the Park working with other partners so that the public know what was here many years ago.
So this is Barrowford Memorial Park's memorial garden, which was put in by the parish council with help from the Pendle Council, because otherwise Barrowford wouldn't have had a memorial for the Remembrance Day services. So it's very, very busy on Remembrance Day. People stand all the way around and we give out orders of service, etc., and the wreaths are laid. But it's a very quiet, peaceful place to come and sit. Dogs aren't allowed in here, but people can come and sit and enjoy the peacefulness of the little area that it is. And it's obviously, look, if you look at it at the moment, it's a nice little sun trap as well, so it's very lovely. So yeah, we're very pleased with this, and people enjoy it when they're walking through the park and all of a sudden come across this lovely little garden. So that's a real benefit to the people of Barrowford and the wider public, really. Okay, so now that you've seen the weir, the waterfall and the fish pass, which was another joint effort between the Friends and the Environment Agency and the Rivers Trust and the Parish Council, and a lovely little seating area, we'd just like to say thank you for coming and goodbye, and what a lovely day you've come on too. Okay,
Bye.
goodbye. Waving at you, yeah, goodbye.